Okay, here we go. The 2014 Toyota Highlander, completely redesigned. I kind of like the front end. Looks a little bit more muscular, kind of brawny. I especially like the chrome molding on the belt line. This is the XLE trim level. You can see it's got the fog lamps. It's got aluminum alloy wheels. Walking along. This is definitely a bigger vehicle. It's got a lot more room inside. I'll get to that in just a minute. But the back end is also kind of nicely redesigned. You know, they still going with the classic Toyota lines, but they did a good job. Kind of brought it up to the times. Modernized it. Doesn't look so squared off. It reminds me a little bit of the new Dodge Durango. Probably right around the same size, as a matter of fact. But very similar style. So the XLE is coming with the smart key system. As you can see, these little ridges right here. That locks the door as long as you have the key in your pocket. You touch those ridges, the doors lock. You walk up to the door and grab the handle, and the door unlocks. So inside, again, lots of new styling cues. I like this chrome strip. The switches, pretty standard Toyota fare. They feel real nice. Power mirrors are different. It's a different setup than what we're used to. Leather interior on the XLE. If we get in, we see steering wheel controls. So we've got our Bluetooth, our volume controls for the stereo, channel seek, and then you can switch from AM to FM, CD, satellite radio, voice commands. And then on this side, you have sort of a scroll wheel to navigate through the different functions of the multi-information display. Your steering wheel tilts and telescopes. It has auto on, auto off headlamps and cruise control. That's stayed the same. And power rear deck and windshield wiper de-icer grid, which is kind of nice, as cold as it's been around here recently. So I'll go ahead and start it up. And the display indicates that the key is present. So the vehicle starts right up. And you see the multi-information display. I'll go ahead and OK that. And let's get to the map. Alright, navigation. Real nice display. Large screen, high definition. It's a little hard to see from this video, but it's very clear, very easy to read. So that should be nice, especially given that this is not the top of the line. There's a limited, and then there's a platinum line model above this. So this is sort of the mid-grade, the LE being the entry-level model. This is the first one we've received, so and this is my first time getting into this vehicle, and I'll tell you, it's impressive. It's very nice. I always liked the Highlander. This is going to be a very exciting model for us to sell. So climate control system, and it has tri-zone, so it's driver side, passenger side, and then there's a separate setting for the rear. This is kind of nice as well. It's got a newly designed gear shift lever. It's very firm and feels high quality. You've got front seat heaters, and then there is a USB and auxiliary input with a power outlet, and then standard fare. You know, you've got the traction control, downhill assist, the center differential lock, and then the snow button. So for those of you who are not familiar, that snow button simply starts you off in a higher gear so that you're not putting too much torque to the wheels in slippery road conditions. It just kind of helps you get going in a controlled and deliberate manner. So the center console, it is very deep, and it's kind of too dark in here. Let me see if I turn the light on, if I can. No, it really didn't help. It's very deep. There's another power outlet underneath here, but it's got lots of room. In fact, it may even have enough room for a small purse or pocketbook. So that's kind of nice. I think where this vehicle really shines is in the back, and I'm going to get out of the front seat and get into the back and show you what I mean. So, second row, a little bit wider. I think 3 adults should be able to fit back here. And it has separate climate control back in the back. It has sunshades on the second row windows, which are nice. It's a nice touch. The back seats recline, and they've got full headrests. Another Toyota trait. But all in all, it feels pretty good. The seats slide forward and back, so it's got nice room, especially if there's no one sitting behind you. It has nice room in the second row. It's a little bit wider. It certainly feels wider than the older Highlander. And then in the third row, which I'm not going to attempt to climb back there, it's still a little tight, but much nicer, much wider. It's got 3 seats, 3 full headrests. The seats recline, and a little bit better legroom for the third row, especially when the second row people scoot up a little bit and don't have their seats fully reclined. As I mentioned before, it has the power back door, back hatch, and the back glass pops open as well. So when you don't feel like opening the whole door, you can just pop that back glass and put your bundles in and be on your way. So all in all, it's exciting. It's a nice new addition to the Toyota SUV lineup. Everything seems to be of very high quality, and this should be a good seller for Toyota. So we've got them. We've got this one. We have many others on the way. If you're interested, just simply give me a call. We can set up a time for a test drive. My number is 410-491-7740.